Hey, welcome to Variety Tech Today. Today I'd like to recommend the best RCA to HDMI adapter. Now, there are many of these things floating around for sale, ranging between $5 to $15 generally, but they're all pretty much the same thing, a black or white box that has old analog inputs on one side, red, white, and yellow, and a modern HDMI output on the other side. Now, just to be clear, this is only going in one direction. This isn't a device to take an HDMI output like from a Blu-ray player and play it back on an old TV without HDMI. This is the other way around, using an old device on a modern television. So these devices, while common, all have the one same flaw. They take the old analog output, which is in the traditional television shape of roughly a square 4x3, and that is output through the HDMI stretched to fill a 16:9 modern widescreen format. The problem there is that many displays today don't have the option to stretch that back to the 4x3 shape when coming from an HDMI source. Therefore, the image is perpetually distorted. If you're watching old home movies from video cassettes, everyone looks shorter and fatter. And really, it just looks worse for anything. Video games, you name it, anything with an old-fashioned output only. Now, it took some hunting, but I finally was able to find one that did the job. It's an RCA to HDMI adapter, but specifically in its title it says, support 16:9/4x3 conversion, and that's the key detail. And seeing its value, I was surprised that it was only $8.99, the particular one I bought, which is definitely worth it. And the average price range for all adapters, regardless of whether they have this feature or not. It comes with a standard micro USB cable for power, which it needs to operate. And if you look at the device itself, they made it look similar to a retro game cartridge, like from the Nintendo 64. This is kind of your clue that that's what this is for using retro devices such as video games or VCRs. On one side you've got the RCA inputs, yellow, red, and white. And on the other side you've got the charging port, the HDMI out port, and the all-important aspect ratio switch. When connected to a display, you'll notice that when you switch it back and forth, you get either the original stretch version or the pillar box version. Pillar boxing is the opposite of letterboxing. Letterboxing is when you put widescreen content on a old-fashioned display and you have black bars on the top and bottom. Pillar boxing is when you get black bars on the side for old content on a widescreen display. So that's pretty much it. If you've got a VCR, an old game console, Laserdisc player, camcorder, you name it, anything with RCA outputs, this is what you need. See you next time.